So I didn't like the way they treated me at the college campus church. I'm gonna just be honest, I hated it. But I went on a church trip there, and I remember there was somewhere in North Carolina. This was years ago, but this was a situation where it snowed. So I know it was during a snowy season, and the day before we were gonna have to leave, right? The day before the church trip was over, we had to stay that night. So we were all packing up to leave for the next day, right? So we think that we're leaving for the next day, we're not. So there's like, okay, it's a snowstorm. We got to stay one more day at this hotel. So just relax. Okay, I'm in the hotel room with 3 other girls, right? 3 other college girls were all around the same age. I think so there's 2 girls per bed, right? There's 2 girls on one bed and me and another girl on another bed. So we go to sleep that night, right? And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the weirdest experiences I have ever had in my life. I don't even know how to tell this story, but I'm going to tell it because it's real. This is real. All the ghost stories I'm telling you right now, all these stories are real life experiences that I experienced. All of these. So that night we're sleeping in the hotel room, and I have a dream, okay? And the dream was literally about hell. No lie. In the dream, I know you're like, Camtria, why are you telling us about a dream you had? Just wait a moment. Wait to the end. You're going to see why I'm telling you this. So the dream I had was a dream of a lot of people. It was like in a dungeon. These people were bloody. They were all bloody and they were screaming on a roller coaster in a cave. So the roller coaster was inside of a cave, and the people on it had blood, and some of them were burned. Some of them were burning. And they were screaming. I'm telling you, the screams of these people. The screams of these people on this roller coaster made me cry in my sleep. It was so bad. Like, I'm talking about the type of screams. I have never heard a scream like this. I've heard people scream when they're being attacked and scream in horror movies. This was another level scream. So the screams were so bad, they started screaming like they were singing. It was like singing, screaming. It had a rhythm to it. It was written. I'm telling you, this is weird. So it gets so bad. So the 2 women that are in the bed next to us, wake up in unison and start screaming like the screams that were in my dream. And they rise up together. It was they levitated. They levitatedly rose out of the bed. It was so scary, y'all. It was so scary. They levitated out of the bed. Like, not out of the bed. They were still in the bed. But they levitated up in unison together and was screaming like the screams in my dream and singing with the screams. I can't even explain this. It was like this is how they, lay down in bed and they get up like this. And it was really scary. So they rise up screaming. Me and the other girl, we're laying down, spooked, like, what in the world is going on? Y'all. In the center of our beds is a space, right? Between the beds. When you look in front of our beds, in between our beds, is the bathroom. And the door, like the opening. Not the door, but it was like an opening right there where you can see the bathroom. The mirror is right there. I'm going to tell you about the mirrors now. So that mirror was right there, across from both of our beds, inside the bathroom opening. And there was a dark presence in between our beds. Not standing in between our beds, but standing in the middle of that doorway. Not doorway, but it's not a door. It's like, those spaces that, it was like a space. It wasn't a door, it was like a space where you go inside the bathroom. And we just like looked at each other, and the girl next to me, I told her I had a nightmare, and they screamed like the people in my nightmare. And she said, I had the same dream. So the girl next to me, sleeping next to me, had the same exact dream as me. And the girls in the other bed, they really didn't have a dream. They said that they were being spiritually attacked. They didn't even know what was going on. And it gets better. The next day, because we all had to stay an extra day for the church trip, the college church trip. A lot of people that went to that church, we all went to that college, right? So the next day, this lady, they had a little revival for college student. And this woman, this other college student, she was a prophetess. And she gave me a prophecy over myself that night. And that prophecy is coming to pass. So had we not stayed the extra night, I would have never got that prophecy. So yeah, that's what happened on the